Parenting is such an amazing journey, isn't it? Sometimes we catch ourselves saying exact same lines which we have heard from our parents and we did not like it. Because I said so. Stop crying. There is nothing to cry about. We don't plan it, but it slips out, almost like an echo from our own childhood. The truth is, so much of our parenting comes from what we experience, not what we choose. We inherit patterns, words, and even beliefs. And while some of these lessons are valuable, others may not longer serve our children in today's world. That is why in this video, I'm going to uncover 3 common genetical parenting mistakes that many of us are still carrying with us. And also, I will be sharing a personal story of what happened recently with my son, which really opened my eyes to the importance of new age parenting. Hi, I am a mom of two and a modern mother who want to embrace every moment of parenting, knowing how quickly our little ones grow and leave us with the precious memories. However, I know how easy it is for gadgets to take up too much of our time, leaving less for our children. That's why I'm passionate about gadget free parenting, where technology has its place but never empowers the essence of true connection with our kids. Welcome to my channel where we focus on mindful gadgetry parenting. So, mistake number 1 is equating obedience with respect. In many families, respect means doing what you are told without even questioning. But trust me, that is not going to work in this age. Kids are so curious, they are so open that they need to understand why we are saying something or why we are saying what we are saying. So don't consider it as a disrespect, but it is a kind of healthy communication. Understand that yes, your child has a curiosity to learn more things, and that is the reason he is questioning or she is questioning. So this is something which we need to accept. मैंने कहा इसीलिए कर दो. That is not going to work out. Okay. Parenting mistake number 2 is comparing children. Look at your cousin. He is already reading big books. Your sister eats without making a mess. Why can't you? See, comparison, our parents or before that, they used to feel that by comparing, they are motivating our kids or their kids. But in today's parenting generation, it is not a motivation. It is going to impact their self-esteem. It will damage their confidence. So instead of focusing on other kids, start focusing on your child's unique strengths and progress. Celebrate their strengths, celebrate their milestones, don't compare them, don't judge them. And mistake number 3 is suppressing emotions. How many of us have grown hearing, "Stop crying, big kids don't cry. Why are you so angry? Just forget it." Generations before us didn't always had awareness to handle emotions. We as a kids were not told how to show our emotions. But today, we know that teaching children to name and regulate their emotions is a superpower, and we are giving that to our kids. So next time your child feels upset, don't dismiss it. Say, "I can see you are upset. Do you want to talk?" Or just simply go and hug your child and say, "It will be okay. Let's have a talk. Let's see what's wrong. What is disturbing you?" So last week, I will share a personal story here. Last week, my son was really upset and I could feel his energy was very low. He wasn't his usual joyful self. Sometimes, with toddler at home, he ends up being ignored. And I know, being a teenager, also brings many challenges. Still, I have to be aware of what was going on, why he was upset, and what was bothering him. So, days passed. It was like 2-3 days. He was upset, and I was noticing his behavior. Finally, in an afternoon, I decided to have a conversation with him. When my daughter was sleeping, I decided to wait and have lunch with him. During lunchtime, I tried to connect with him. He slowly opened up and we had a long conversation. By the end, he said, "Mom, I feel so relaxed after talking to you. I was really upset for so many days." By evening, he was back to being 100% himself again, joyful, light, and happy. I'm sharing this story just to remind you what a new age parenting is all about. We cannot suppress or overlook their emotions like before. We have to acknowledge them, make space for them, and connect with them. Because without connection, things will not work out in new age parenting. And that is when the healing will start happening. See, parenting don't come with a manual. It comes with memories of how we were parented and how we are actually parenting our kids. Some of the memories may be beautiful, some may carry lessons. By recognizing these generational mistakes, we can make our parenting beautiful and memories for our kids rememberable. They should not have any guilt when they grow up. Also, we are breaking the cycle. We are creating healthy patterns for our kids and maybe for generations after that. So tell me in comment box, which of these mistakes did you recognize from your own childhood? And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more parenting related topics and insights.